Town, rekindle the spirit of holiday traditions for you and your family. Delight in the wonder of over 10 million twinkling lights. Cherish the moments as you enjoy new holiday shows and visit Santa and Rudolph. And immerse yourself in a world transformed by the season at the world's most beautiful theme park. The holidays shine brightest at Busch Gardens Christmas Town. Select dates through January 2nd. Right now, it's the best deal of the season. Save over 50% with tickets as low as $24.99. Restrictions apply.
Yeah! Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Yup. Lift and pour. Drink your water. Drink your water. Oh my goodness, family. It is so good to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and of course you know that this is the Daily Toast, but even more specifically, this is the Kujichagulia Toast. We're going to lift up the moment here. We're going to do our rant. We're going to lift up the moment because we already toasted the ancestors at 5:45 a.m. For those that want to catch it, it's on every day at 5:45 a.m. on all of our platforms. We'll prefer you to watch it on gnj.media, but we understand some of y'all got other stuff that you need to do, and you feel that, you know, you got your subscriptions, you want to use them, blah, blah, blah. You can check us out, right? Check it out on all of our streaming platforms, right? But this right here is the Kujichagulia Toast, where we take time to toast the moment, as well as do the rant, possibly drop the lesson that we have for the day, if we have one for that day. So today, I need to remind you that this is a Heart of a Simple production. But we strive to blow up your old paradigms. And I don't want to forget, we want to give all of the Kujichagulia born, I'm one of those Kujichagulia born, or those Kujichagulia babies. I want to give you a round of applause, because it is your day. It is your day. If you know a Kujichagulia baby, please reach out to her and be like, hey, Kuji baby, happy day. This is your day. This is your moment. We are in the moment of Kujichagulia family, and I just want to make sure that y'all know the Giami Journey is here in the house. We got several things going on all at once, trying to wrap my head around it, and then on top of that, trying to deal with aging, because I'm coming home falling asleep. But I did get in the mail. I got a phoenix egg. Y'all see that? Look at that. Got a phoenix egg. Just waiting for the phoenix. It could come tomorrow, or it could come 10,000 years from now. But there's a phoenix in that. So got me a little phoenix egg, and until it comes, I could use it for meditation. Because I actually could see. You see the reflection in there? Beautiful for meditation, right? Help keep you focused. Look at yourself. Do some gazing, right? Got a nice little stand for it. Got it right over here. Is that right, Anime? Anime says she could deal with some company, and she patient. And, they have a very long lifespan, unlike some of us, right? But I need to make sure that I go and get the some of our sponsors, some of the people that takes care of us, and I want to make sure that bam! There you go, right there. Baynu Health, CMOS. That's right. Baynu Health, CMOS, coming to the interwebs near you. Yes, indeed. Yes, y'all. And it don't stop. Got people requesting. They want that Baynu. They want that. They want that Phoenix certified CMOS. The Phoenix certified CMOS. You know what I'm saying? The Phoenix said it helped. He figured if he live a long time, that's Baynu, by the way, on the cover right there. He modeled for his own brand. That's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? Funny looking guy, but hey. Anyway, we also want to send shouts out to Little Booties Matter. That's Little Booties Matter, right? Ohio.com. Little Booty Matters, Ohio.com. LilBoottiesMatter, Ohio.com is a lingerie company that makes lingerie for petite-sized women, designed by petite-sized women. So we want to give them a round of applause. That's right. Because little booties do matter. Also, We got Blossom 7 Creations in the house. You can find her at blossom7creations.com. As you can see, she got my little beads, right? I want her to do something with my little stone right here. I got to figure out. I'm quite sure she can figure out how to put this on one of my chains. This right here is one of those. This is a smoky quartz, but it's a oil dispenser. It had, I could twist it off. Got that special new hot temp scent, because those that grew up around me, they knew that I had a special scent. But this is a little bit different, right? This is a little bit different. I'm changing the flavor. I might add a little bit of what I used to smell like into this, but this is the new flavor right here for me. But anyway, got a little oil dispenser on there. I got a few of these. I got opal, and I should have another one coming. I should have another one coming. But of course, everybody taking their time. I guess everybody kung fu fighting or something like that. I got a few more coming. I'm filling them up with the oils and stuff like that. But anyway, last but not least, we got DDW's Floors and More. You can reach them. They do floors, right? Wax, strip and wax floors. They also can help with drywall and painting. You can reach them at 614-735-4168. That's 614-735-4168. All right. Now, family, we are about to move over. The rant today is on the ninth virtue. The ninth virtue of Maya. The ninth virtue is I must cultivate the ability to distinguish between right and wrong. I must cultivate the ability to distinguish between right and wrong. We're going to have us a little conversation about that over on gnj.media exclusively, and on our Spreaker channel. You can go to us on Spreaker. You can catch the podcast. Those of you that that say I want to do other things, but I want to listen. It's best to listen on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Go on and follow us on that podcast. Subscribe to the podcast. It'll let you know every time we go live, because we are podcasting right now, and on all the live shows we podcast. And I can't podcast I guess I could podcast the morning show, but don't want to podcast the morning show. But I bet you I probably could. That's a thought, Brother Tim. That's a thought. I'm really, really, really thinking about broadcasting the morning on the podcast. But anyway, let me think about that. See, because, like I said, it get automated, but you got to set it up. The setup. It's the setup that gets you, right? It sounds easy, but it's the setup that gets you. But you know what? In a minute, there's going to be people in the camp that's going to be able to help us with that. You know what I'm saying? Because, in a minute, I'm going to have to get myself an assistant. But that's a whole nother. Yes! It's real life here, Giambi Journey. Now, y'all know I'm on my show, so if I have to get off my show, it's going to be hell for everybody. Do you understand? All right. Real life here at Giambi Journey Media. But anyway, I'm about to go on over to gnj.media. gnj.media. Come on over there and join us. Join the conversation. It's about to go down. You sure? Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on over to gnj.media. There we go. It's just us. And anime, if you could, my dear, could you hit the war horn for me? Could you throw my theme song on? Damn right. Thinking all the time. Listen, family, listen. Today we are talking about the ability. No, it's not the ability. I must cultivate. Now, hold on. Let's just stop there.
See, because on this one, because just like the previous one, you know what I'm saying, because it's interesting because this one, like the previous ones, right, they come and they work in like pairs. Because the first 6 are like internal. It's like, boom, we got to do all this work so that we can prepare to hit the real world. But then in the real world, we got to hit the last 4, right? So I must cultivate the ability. I must cultivate the ability to distinguish. So now that's going to be major for both of these. I must cultivate. It's not something that you just know. It's not left to common sense. All right? Cultivating is not left to common sense. Cultivating is where I am looking at, in a sense, for lack of a better term, because I hate this shit in these systems, best practices, right? I'm looking at what has worked, right? I'm learning from my elders, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm learning from my masters. I'm learning from my teachers. I'm cultivating, right? I'm being guided. I'm being pruned, right? I'm allowing myself to grow, and I'm allowing those parts of me that don't bear fruit to be chopped off, and those that bear fruit to be pruned.
If you could put all the wonders of the world into one place, you'd end up with something very much like Key Largo. Key Largo is not only the gateway to the Keys, it's the launching point for the untamed Florida Everglades. In fact, from snorkeling our living coral reef to fly fishing the Everglades backcountry, Key Largo offers the best of both worlds. For more about Key Largo and the latest safety protocols, visit flakeys.com/Key Largo.
Weekdays starting at 4 on NBC4.
Another school year with so much uncertainty. News 4 is working for you, dedicating important coverage to keeping kids safe at school.
Helping you navigate the biggest issues facing parents, children, and teachers.
And giving you expert guidance from local doctors and educators.
And showing you ways to manage stress weekday afternoons starting at 4.
We'll help you get through the school year safely.
Weekdays starting at 4 on NBC4. We're working for you.
So that they could even bear even more fruit. I'm being cultivated. And what's even more interesting about the term cultivate, right? Cultivate is the source for the word culture. And what do we constantly talk about here on Giammi Journey Media? We talk about culture. To cultivate. What is to cultivate? To cultivate is to clear and make sure that something is able to grow to its fullness without being interrupted, right? Without being robbed of resources. You said, actually think about it. To develop a culture, or to cultivate something, you have to clear a certain amount of air. There's a certain amount of territory that this thing that you're cultivating for, whether it's a single thing or whether it's a large group of things, is an area that you have to kind of section off just for it. You allow it to exist there. When interferers come in there, when things that's trying to influence it comes in there, you get in there and you pull it out, right? You get rid of it. You destroy it, right? And you allow for this thing to grow. And you go through and you find if it's something on this plant that might not be good, you clip it off. You cultivate. You're allowing it to come into its fullness. I just don't want y'all to understand, right? So when we talking about culture, what we have to do in order to allow our culture to grow, we got to mark off a certain territory for this culture to be able to grow, right? Because and I want to stress this fact: right and wrong often fall into a cultural context. Come on now. See, I had a strong discussion with my mom this weekend about colorism within our community, right? about how her life has been, in a sense, determined not necessarily just by the outside forces, but a lot of inside forces within us that was trying to isolate her and people that were her complexion, or at least this is what she experienced, this is what she felt. Right? Right? Right and wrong is a cultural context. So for a long period of time in this country, being black and being dark was a wrong thing, was the wrong thing to do. So what did a group of black folks decide to do? They decided to mix and try to come up with lighter and lighter children, because eventually the idea was that these children would be able to fit in. The cultural idea was to breed out the black and move it towards the white, which could happen in like 3, maybe 4 generations. If grandma and grandpa like, they give birth, and you know what I'm saying? They take their child and they make their child off with somebody else that come from another family that's like, right? Then they take that child and they guide this child and they provide the environment for this child to grow up. They cultivate. You hear me? They cultivate this child. You know what I'm saying? They keep all the weeds away from it. Make all the other stuff unappealing to it. And they breed it with something else that's just like it. And they'll come up with something light enough to pass. This was going on. This is real. Right? But the cultural context has changed. Right? To where that is frowned upon. Even though it's still practiced in some groups. Right? This is why I keep on telling people to tribe up. Because you got some light-skinned people that's like, fuck that, I don't like that shit. And you got some dark-skinned people, fuck that, I don't like that. And you got some, you know what I'm saying? Because you got some dark-skinned people like, shit, I only want a dark-skinned woman. A dark-skinned person. I want to have another dark-skinned, I want to have dark-skinned babies. Because I believe that dark-skinned is beautiful. Right? I like babies, shit, And I like women. All flavors, well, black. Let me put, I like them like me. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? They don't have to be dark. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I like women. Shit. Do I like? Ooh. I can think of a... But I'm married. That's still... Oh, I'm sorry. I got lost. Especially when you start throwing in the yellow dresses and stuff like that. But anyway. So, we have to develop the ability or cultivate the ability, cultivate our skill at being able to distinguish right from wrong, right? Many of us who are on the spiritual path, many of us who are on the self-correction and self-mastery path, what a lot of us are doing is we're getting caught up in dogma rather than dealing with what's actually right and what's actually wrong, right? Right? Because now, let me be clear. What do I mean? Many of us will not adjust what we know about reality because it does not fit into the concept of right and wrong that was there in the culture prior to the new discoveries. See, we want to treat right and wrong as if it's a fixed point in time. It's fixed, and this is the way it is. And this is how it's always going to be. But we have seen, just in my 53 years, I have seen right and wrong take drastic shifts. It's certain shit that some of us are doing that would have never been right in the 70s. Am I wrong? Am I incorrect? So this whole idea about cultivating the reason I got to cultivate the ability is because this concept of right and wrong, right, depends on where I'm at. Because remember, the whole idea of the self-mastery temples or the mystery systems were to go out and spread, in a sense, for lack of better, to spread the gospel. So if I was spreading it in Africa, in certain parts of Africa, it would be different things going on. It will be different cultural norms. It'll be different ideas of right and wrong. I need to cultivate the ability, right? I need to have a sense to sit back and watch. I need to have a sense to sit and talk with the elders within that group. Come on now. See, this it's not hard. But a lot of us, we honestly think that what our grandparents had is what we're supposed to. As a matter of fact, many of us are living modern lives trying to have traditional relationships. This is what blew up Kevin Samuels. You have people, not just people, we got people trying to live modern lives, trying to have traditional relationships, and that shit can't work. It can't work. You know what I'm saying? We got, and I'm sitting up here like, yo, it's amazing. Because a lot of people are lost out here right now. Because right and wrong, because I want y'all to think about it, right and wrong is morphing so fast that many of us can't keep up. Many of us can't keep up. Like, brother, how to give us an example? Okay, this whole gender discussion. Help me. Help me. Right? We need to cultivate. That means develop. That means build up the ability to distinguish. Great Kuji to you as well, Sister Kuji. You's a Kuji baby too. We need to cultivate the ability to be able to distinguish between right and wrong. And this means that right and wrong, even way back then, even though it changed slower, it still changed. They didn't get locked in like some of you, because once again, a lot of you are caught up on dogma. You're not really caught up on what's right and wrong. And because you're caught up on dogma, people are trying to have conversations with you, but you can't hear them because the dogma is screaming at you. Right? Now, and just because something is right does not mean you have to agree with that shit. I'm just saying. But you have to be clear on what's right for you and what's right in the world. If not, you're going to get ran over. You're going to get dismissed. You're going to get destroyed. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because, many of us are like those old school players who had the 8-track tapes in our cars. Come on, no, 8-track ain't never going nowhere. Come on now. That's what many of us are in our lives. 8-tracks ain't never, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to like cassette tapes, but cassette tapes might be all that they selling right now. I don't like my music, so I have to make a decision. I can stop totally listening to music, or I can adjust to what they are using. Now I have to ask myself this question: is what they are asking me to use, does it go against my measuring? See, in the cultivation of right and wrong, what you have to be able to do is to have, in a sense, listen, you have to have your checkoff list, right? Because it could be right for society, but like I said, you don't have to agree with it. Does it fit my eye? Is this true? Is it just? Does it fit into the reciprocity? If I go and use this tape, will the reciprocity from me using this tape come back and destroy my life, or come back and destroy somebody's life around me? Is it true? Is it just? Is it righteous? Will reciprocity affect me? Right? We went through those, right? So these principles help guide us to help us make the decisions, but it does not give us permission to try to knock what reality is for everybody else. You know why? Because if people are lost, they have the right to be lost. I'm just saying, you have the right to be lost. That's your choice. See, and we have to understand, because it's crazy. The stuff that I'm seeing children do, I never would have considered it. But then again, I wasn't in these situations that some of these children are in. Different times bring out different things. It don't mean you got to agree, but you got to cultivate the ability to be able to distinguish that so that you can make wise choices for you and yours. And remember what I'm telling you. Cultivate is in there. Right and wrong are a cultural concept. Different cultures look at right and wrong things in different ways. One culture could say something is right, another culture could say something is wrong, and it could be the exact same thing. Come on now. So now, this is the question. What culture are you serving? Because for this one and tomorrow, this is what we have to distinguish. What culture am I serving? Right? So this is the framework that I have to look at from right and wrong. Is this good for is this true for my culture? Is this, you know what I'm saying? That's what I have to use. What is your measuring why? Right? Because we come into reality tomorrow to be able to distinguish between the real and the unreal, which is a little bit different than right and wrong. That's good. Having the right to be lost. What's lost? A lot can be found in a journey to and from lost. Right. So, and because the issue is this, DeAndre, I have went many places that I have never been before, following the directions, and I have got the lost feeling on that journey, right? Well, as long as I had that feeling and imaginations that came with that feeling, I felt lost. But I had a map, right? So I had a little bit of confidence in there. So, what is lost, right? I hear you on that, right? But people have the right to do that because in the lostness, sometime, like you said, sometime at the end of the journey, they get to where they need to be. You have the right to be lost, right? Now, us that might feel that we are not as lost, what you can do is you can drop them crumbs. You know what I'm saying? Crumbs so that they can find a path. You can talk to them, right? But what starts to happen is when you start trying to impose what you believe, what your system, what your culture tell you is right on everybody else. This is why I have a problem with this whole idea of universal truths. I have a problem with it. I do. And that's me. But anyway, I'm at 17 minutes, family. I can't. All right. So, Anime, if you would, please. Come on, girl. Thank you. Go ahead, play my theme music. You're damn right. And as we say in Giame.
Mr. Kelly.
Oh, hey, Sergeant.
What's all this?
With all the time I've been home, I put in a Zen garden.
What an amazing place to balance your chi.
It is. And with a personal loan from PenFed, I was able to borrow the entire cost, up to $50,000, at a great low rate with no hidden fees and a simple pre-qualify.
But you're not in the military.
Everyone gets great rates at PenFed, whether you're in uniform or not.
I feel more enlightened already.
PenFed Credit Union. Visit PenFed.org/loans. To receive any advertised product, you must become a member of PenFed, insured by NCUA.
Looking for a way to make some quick cash? Well, making money with DoorDash is super easy, guys. I love riding my bike around the city, and now I get to do that while getting paid. With DoorDash, I get to pick my own hours and be my own boss. I get paid on my deliveries and keep 100% of my tips. Not to mention the sign-up process was so quick and easy. Guys, I'm telling you, just download the DoorDash driver app and see how easy it is to start earning cash today.
Class dismissed. Now get the hell up out of my classroom. All right, so now we're going to move to the toast. Those that are new, you don't have to leave. Just exactly. When you start to impose, it's the issue, at least in my understanding of the right and wrong. See, because we got a lot of people that just want to impose their shit on everybody. I don't like that. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? If it works, see, because this is the issue. If it works for you, right, and it's giving you the life you want, your life is a testament to what you're talking about, or it should be. You understand? This is why I talk about the culture takes care of you, right? Your culture needs to provide for you. And this is what we're trying to resurrect in our people. The idea of the importance of our culture. This is why we say things like, no one will take your shit more serious than you, nor should they. Nobody will ever take your culture more seriously than you. If you always have to lean on somebody else's culture to survive, then you don't have one. You might as well go and join the other side. Go and join the other team because you don't have a culture. So we have to develop within our community is a sense of our shit being first, period. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about something? Look, I'm bringing in Guza Saba. You know what I'm saying? You give me a system, boom. Look, I can find in Guza Saba, and I'm going to discuss this Guza Saba. I'm talking about my culture. I'm putting my culture up front because everybody else put theirs up front. And this is where we got to get. Because my culture feeds me, right? My culture has fed me since 22. Let's put it that way. Since 22. My culture came alive and started serving me. And what I'm telling people is that this existence does not have to be limited to me. I just put my shit first. Put my culture first. Like, damn. And it was, and like I said, it was hard times. It was rough sometimes, but it was. All right. Now I'm able to get up every morning and sit up here and wonder, because every day I got something coming off of PayPal, and I'm like, how am I paying for all this shit so that I could get up here and rant? I need to be investing that shit in Bitcoin, but I know that what I'm doing is valuable and it's bringing value to others, right? And they're able to hopefully use it and get and be like, or at least develop the courage to put their shit out. Develop the courage to you know what I'm saying? Be like, Brother Hatim, can you help? Boom, boom, boom. Can Giami help us with the boom, boom, boom? Can you help? Boom, boom. Yeah, okay, cool. I got a young person that can do that. I got an older person that can help you with that. Boom, boom. You need to have that. Boom. You know what I'm saying? When we start having the culture working, other people can start getting this. But I'm done. Anyway, you done got me going off. Hold on. So we are going to go to our toast. We are going to go to our toast, and I'm going to toast a moment because y'all, those that don't know, we have a toast every day at 5:45 a.m., 5:45 a.m. It goes down, and like I said, if you have family members that you want to add to the toast, by all means you can. The best way to do it is to go to gnj.media, go down to the bottom of the screen, you'll see email address and a button that say follow. Type in your email address, click follow, right? It'll add you to our email list. We send out emails every morning. I'm trying to get better at writing or at least sculpting what I'm sending out. I'm trying to send out pretty pictures for y'all. I'm trying to get better at it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't figured out the problem that you called me about, Tiandra, but or at least that you pointed out. But I'm trying to get better at what I'm doing. Right? So I'm sending it out. Hopefully it's looking better. Hopefully it's getting more people to open it up and look at it. And hopefully it's giving you some information that that you could use. Right? Now, when that email comes out, all you got to do is click the reply. And you'll be able to send me an email. And on the email, I'm just asking that you put on the top ancestor, right? Or ancestor list, or daily toast, ancestors, however you put it, but ancestors in the subject so that I can know, okay, cool, this is about an ancestor, so I am going to go and add them to the list. And I'll be able to add them, and it will start in the next week because I do the one toast with all the names and all that stuff one time a week, and we restream it throughout the week, and then we come on and we do our chat. Cultivate ability to distinguish. I don't know why some people just call me in the morning especially when they know what I do, but I understand. Distinguish between right and wrong, right and wrong. One word. Let's try it like that. Boom. All right, so what we're about to do, we're about to make the toast. Now, Cleve came down here yesterday and finally started making some ambrosia. I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Because I came, he said, you ready? I said, for what? I said, just get these scobies. So we went through, we got rid of some scobies, and we started brewing. So we got some sitting over here. So I'm getting this sweet smell of honey, green tea, and the fermenting process. We got maybe about, we might be able to do maybe about 8 to 10 gallons. Now, but a portion of that is going to have to go towards, because I need some more gel. I need some more of that Baynou Health sea moss gel for my coffees and stuff, because I'm running out. So a portion of this ambrosia is going to go towards making that. So we might have about 5 originals to sell, and I'm going to have to make a couple of gallons of what people want. I'm going to make 1 or 2 gallons of red, and maybe make a Kwame mix. You know, so Kwame want his, he can get his. But anyway, it is what it is. But fam, we about to pour it. We about to go on and drink up. Come here. All right. Use this one. I'm almost done with these. I'm almost done with them. And then on top of that, my fault, I might not have as many gallons as I need, because I am going to have to keep a few for myself so that we can continue on the quest of the toast, the journey of the toast, Tiandra. You know, because sometimes we get lost. But, long as we keep moving, right? We lifting up our glass. We saluting the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift our glass up high, and we become conscious of the creator, because we know that that energy is all around us, and it's from that energy that everything that's within your view and not even in your view is composed of. We lift up our glass, and we salute, and we say, Ashe. Now, fam. Where we going? Oh, man. Y'all know where we're going. We're headed towards the ancestors. But since we already toasted the ancestors this morning, I could just say we're going to lift up our glass to all of our personal ancestors. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, we get to the part where we are here for. We realize that our power is in the moment. And rather than waste the moment and, in a sense, turn our back on our children and our children's children, because when we waste time, we are wasting their inheritance. See, because this moment was given to us to protect, right? And in this moment, we not only get time, but we get space. And as we start surrendering space, as we start losing space, as we start allowing people to take space, right? As we give space away, and as we give time away, we are taking away from our children's inheritance. And what we want to do, we want to build on to the time that we got. We want to build on to the space that we got, because it's from time and space that resources are able to be created so that the generations after us will have enough to do their thing. Right? I'm just letting y'all know. There's people out here competing for our time and space. Just letting y'all know. So, hey, y'all can give away y'all's, but I'm fighting for mine. And I think that you should fight for yours too. So we lift up our glass and we recognize the power of this moment. And I ask you in this moment to open up your reticular formation and seek out the principle of the day, because we got to bring our culture to life. We got to bring our culture to life. Every time we speak about our principle, Kujichagulia, every time we see it in the world, breath of life. Every time we see it active, every time we see our children use it, every time we see it in our family, we need to call it out, right? We need to bring it to life. We need to acknowledge it, right? Because it's for many of us, it exists in a whole nother reality. You know what I'm saying? We allow other people to place their words on it. Like I remember when I first introduced the Millennium 7 to the school, which is based on the Nguzo, but part of the problem that I had to go to war with was that other people wanted to place their shit on the culture. No. You know what I'm saying? So rather than Kujichagulia, they would use words like, what was the word that used to get on my nerves? Spunk or some shit like that. What? Who? Oh, you talking about Kujichagulia? You talking about self-determination. Grit. That's it. Grit. Self-determination. That's how we say it here. So I had to go to, you know what I'm saying? Because I had people trying to get around what we was trying to establish, because this come from our children and was created for our children, not for another group. Grit was not developed for us. See, because the ideas that went into grit was not from our culture. But what goes into Kujichagulia, which we know is self-determination, has a direct connection with our children. And we got to really understand how important that is, especially in the moment. Especially in the moment that we are in, right? With everything shifting, because we just got done talking about right and wrong, right? How quickly shit is shifting. So we got to be able to stand on our shit. Be like, yo, I know what you're saying is right, but in my culture, that does not fit into the principal system that I'm using. I'm sorry. I apologize if I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. Now get uncomfortable, right? Because black liberation has never been comfortable. Black folks coming into consciousness of who they are has never been the right thing for this society. And we got to understand that shit. So a lot of you out there, the reason you are catching the hell that you are catching, because not only do you have to deal with the physical aspect and the physical attacks of you trying to be who you are, you got to deal with the mental and the spiritual attacks, because white supremacy just does not exist on a physical plane. It manifests in the mental plane. It manifests in an emotional plane. It manifests in the spiritual plane. So when you are at warfare, please understand that it's coming at you in many ways. Stop playing. Some of y'all out here playing. Don't even know. But anyway, let me say. So for those that don't speak the language, Kujichagulia means self-determination. The demonic principle of the day is justice. The color is indigo, as you can tell by the shirt. You get your Dayborn shirt, you go straight to our merch store. Correspondence is the Hermetic law. We spoke about that. You know what I'm saying? I got to check. I think I might have already sent that out. So now I got to I don't think I sent that one out. Yeah, I got to get that together and send that out to the supporters. That one's going to be dope. Anyway, male name for the day is Kwabena. Female name is Abina. Right? So shouts out to Abina Tiandra out there. Right? And whoever else might be a Kuji born. Shouts out to you. So we lift up our glass for the power in this moment. We recognize our responsibility. And we keep our pledge to better yet, we make a pledge to our future generations that we will do everything that's within our power to make sure that they receive more space and more time than we had, because that's what each generation is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Because your weed stories will not motivate your children if they inherit dirt. I'm just letting you know, you're kicking at time when you had an opportunity to go to college, when your child is not able to go to college because you have not done what you needed to do, nor has your group done what it needed to do to help this child be able to inherit something, or at least be able to get some type of benefit. That shit ain't gonna work. You talking about how good you used to live and how lazy it must be the generation. This is what's happening right now. It must be the generation. You know what I'm saying? Because I catch myself doing it. It's crazy how grown folks blame children for their behaviors as if these children raised themselves. Do I need to say that again? See, being able to cultivate the ability to distinguish right from wrong. In my culture, for adults to blame children for their behaviors is wrong. Is that just? Is that truth? First off, no, that's a goddamn lie. Is that just? No, it's not. Why? Because we should be the major influences in our children's lives. And when I say we, there should be no single parents out there. What do you mean, Brother Hatim? Me and the baby's mama didn't work out, or me and the baby's daddy didn't work out. There should be no single parents, because every last one of us should have a family and a tribe that we are plugging into so that our children can get the full gambit of who we are. Because you can't convince me that in Africa, in all those countries that was there, all those tribes that was there, you can't convince me that there wasn't single parents. You can't convince me. You can't convince me that every marriage worked. You can't convince me. I'm just saying. There was issues. But you know what was there to make sure and balance out the issues for the babies? To make sure that we was able to cultivate another generation? The tribe and the family. The father might have not divorced. They might have not divorced like we talk about right here. But there was some responsibilities there that the whole tribe took on. Because they all understood that if these children fail, it ain't just their family failing. It ain't just their mama failing. This failure is going to spread like a virus through all of us. See, this is what I should have ranted about, but I'm going to stop. So we raise our glass. We salute the moment. And from the moment, we move to, because the moment is our thing, so we lift up our glass, we say Ashe. From there we move to our future generation. We toast our children's children onto infinity. Family, and this is where we're going to end the toast. We lift it up high for them so that they will be in a position to lift it up high for us. Because we're going to handle our business. At least I'm going to handle my business in a moment. Those of you that's in the chat right now, are you going to handle your business in the moment? Go ahead, let me hear. I want to hear. I want to be able to see, because I'm going to restream this tomorrow at 12 noon on Ujima at 12 noon. I'm going to rebroadcast this, and I want to see how many people are paying attention. So with the few people I have, I should at least get about 10 responses, right? Whether you're responding now or whether you're responding tomorrow when the rebroadcast. See, because I need y'all to start talking to me, for real. But I'm lifting it up. We say Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Found out, wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Let me give y'all a little bit of traveling music. Check out the receipt screen. This is where we show you some of the stuff we've been doing throughout the years. We was at Deer Creek, and I was trying to get some pictures, some video, but as you can see, the cloudiness, that's the storm rolling in, and the kids are running past me towards the car. That's when I didn't have a belly at all. That's Brother Devin and the babies having fun because it rained and then it went away. This was right when COVID hit and you couldn't even go to the parks. We decided we was going to go to the park anyway. And we took a whole bunch of young people and some elders, and we met up in the woods. To go down that Giami journey. I want to thank all those supporters that make it possible for us to do the stuff that we do. Young men, young women coming together embracing each other, loving on one another, protecting one another, building together. We got generations of this popping off. Generations. And it's only possible for those that really believe. Because those of you that really believe in the culture, do your part. Man, I am hyped this morning. Almost like I don't have to go to school and I don't have to go to my adventure and have a fight. I gotta have a fight. Because it's fuckery of fun all around it. I gotta protect the baby. For those of you that miss G&J.media in the morning, we rebroadcast our latter day show or yesterday's show every day at 12 noon. At least, let me say this, through Umoja, through Ujamaa, we rebroadcast the show. The weekends, good luck. I mean, like I said, y'all can catch me live, but good luck, because the weekends is rough. And also, I wanted to make sure that y'all got to see what a phoenix egg actually looked like. I was trying to talk to Anime, and I said, listen, baby, that don't look like an egg. That's awful round. And she said, phoenixes have round eggs. I said, well, la-dee-da. I didn't know. So this is a beautiful phoenix egg. You understand what I'm saying? So here we go. Like I said, you know, I don't know. If I find some more, if y'all want some, we can go and get some of these. But we got a phoenix egg right here. It can hatch today, or it can hatch 3,000 years from now. They don't. I tried to talk to Anime. You know, she said it could come. It might not. I might be dead, but I'll be able to pass it on throughout the generations, and one of my children will be able to see the phoenix hatch. See that? You know what that's called? What is it called, Brother Hot Tim? Lying? No, it's called myth making. Myth making. That's what it's called. Just made a myth, right? In a minute, one day, maybe 50 years from now, right? Everybody in Giame, all of the thousands of them, are going to have black phoenix eggs that they are going to purchase from Giame, which is going to fund the education system that we have within Giame, or fund different communities around. Same thing with finding your soul. Like when we talk about Giame, you know, I should be gone. I'm about to leave, right? They buy the soul from who? Oh, we get some special ones printed up. We go to an African country. We tell them what we need. Tell them exactly what we need. We change. We can rewrite the rules just a little bit so that those coins are acceptable. And we will go out and we'll mint them, and then only Giame people get them. But it's a matter of us believing and respecting our own shit. Not waiting for somebody else to be like, oh, this is certified. But I'm out. Peace. I'm out. Well, Tiandra, you got something to say? You better say it before I go on and click off. What is this? Oh, shit, it was the first frost. Let me say this. I'm about to go out and grab me some dandelion greens. It was the first frost. It's about to go down, family. It's about to go down. Let me see what's going on. All right, peace out, fam. Hold on. What's going on?
Hey, good morning, brother. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. It's such a beautiful day to go on an adventure. I can't wait to get to school because I got a bunch of fuckery I got to combat. What's going on?
What's this I hear that a teacher got hit in a fight?
The teacher didn't get. She got pushed. by Shalimar, and Shalimar is getting 10 days, unless you want to go a little bit steeper. Well, I mean, then you could be in a meeting. The father's going to call in. Now, because he was trying to get over here to the boy that beat the shit out this girl, which he should have because that girl put her hands on him. But he's getting 10 days. The girl's getting 10 days. No, he wasn't trying. He was trying to get over there to fight the boy afterwards. But yeah, beat the shit out of it. It was what's his name? What's his name's grandson? You know what I'm talking about. It was a staff member's child, yes. Okay. So they was trying to, so what they did was, they couldn't get down the 200 hallway. First off, Shalimar came into the class, and homegirl tried to hold him back. Shalimar was mad because this is supposedly his girlfriend, so he pushed past her to get out. He tried to go down the hall. He couldn't get down the hall because they blocked off the hall so he couldn't get out. So him, Michael Cole, the little mumbling boy with the mama that's going to be coming in with the pictures talking about if we suspend him, he got an IEP and shit like that. And a boy with an old name, Cleotis. They all went out. And they went around to try to get into the 200 hallway because that's where they sent that boy so that everything would calm down. Now, they tried to get in the door, but when they got in the door, Mr. Stopped them. And then they walked down the hall, and Miss A told them what was going to happen. Because, So Michael Cole's mama's coming in to argue because she feels that, Michael shouldn't get in trouble because Michael was trying to defend the girl. No, the fight was over. If Michael was where he was supposed to be, that shit wouldn't happen, possibly. Because the girl came in the room. I don't know if you heard the whole story. The girl came in the room. They had words. He called her a thought. She grabbed him by his hair while he was sitting down and started slapping him in his goddamn face. So he stood up and he damn near stumped her out from what I'm understanding. So, but it's all, so. Michael Cole's mama coming in, she want to have a meeting with you and everybody else, but before we have any type of meetings, we're going to deal with this discipline issue. Because we all can agree that he was wrong because when Shalimar pushed that teacher, he should have shut his ass down. Right? I ain't got nothing to do with that. I just wanted to get to him. They said no, so I'm going to just wait. I'll catch the motherfucker on another day. No. You know what I'm saying? So now she coming in to argue the point that, the boy shouldn't have hit the girl. Michael Cole's mama, yeah. Georgetta, she coming in. He left the building without permission, and he left the building with an intent. Yes, dog. They walked out because they couldn't get to the 200 hallway through the school building. They decided they was gonna go out the door and walk around during dismissal because I don't know. Well, you wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? You was out driving your fancy truck. I seen that truck. I'm kind of jealous. I'm gonna kick the tires and shit when I see it. I don't give a damn, nah, but you look, I think that's actually the type of truck you should go and get. Really. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I was calling, I was like, it's 4 middle school students over by the 200 hallway. What's going on? After that, Miss A said, I need to talk to you. And when we confronted Micah was like, that's like my sister. I said, wait, hold on. So, right. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of how many days we going to get him. So, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking about at least 5, but Georgetta going to want to push it and want to see film. And I'm starting to tell these parents that if you want to go to trial, you know what I'm saying? We have to extend what the punishment is. You know what I'm saying? If you...
I would start with 2 for everybody involved, and let them negotiate it down.
All right.
That's how you handle that. Because, if she don't feel like he should get 10, this motherfucker walked out the building.
Walked out the building. The dude, right. That's the whole point. And I said, Micah, if I call your mom, will she even know this girl? It don't matter. It's all right. I say, I'm going to call your mom. You know what I'm saying? So she called and she like, well, he was wrong, but I got some other stuff I want to talk about. So another piece that we got to stop is when they come in, we need to have the meeting with them about what they came in about. And then you can set another meeting for all the other shit. I'm not talking about the academics. I'm not talking about all the other shit. Because this is what that's what's right. Hell yeah. I like that. So I got meetings. I got a meeting at 9:30. Matter of fact, I got a text Gillison to let her know I won't be able to do my little kids class because I got a suspension meeting all about this at 10, 10:30, and 11. Because that's all the time I got. So, all right, you all right? That's cool. No, that's really, I ain't gonna say that's not really too much. See, because the issue that we need to be thankful for is that we don't got these men. Shalimar is big, but he's overweight. Just imagine if we had little healthy young motherfuckers that was really about that life doing this shit. We got fake niggas doing this shit. So it's serious, but it's not that serious. But I'm looking at it as serious because if they would have got up in there and that boy would have hurt one of them, because I don't think they want him. Y'all catching the bus? Y'all sure? Yeah. All right, go ahead. All right, y'all gonna catch the bus. I won't be here because I'm on my way right now. So, but yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It is crazy. So, how you find out about it? I was gonna talk to you when I got to school. Shit is hilarious. You say who? Out of her first. Yeah.
Welcome to Modern Life, a brand new podcast from Fidelity Investments that's here to help you live your best life. From marriage and parenting to choosing a career and deciding how to invest your time and money, each week you'll hear stories from incredible people about triumph, change, and discovering their purpose. Search Modern Life wherever you find your podcast and hit follow or subscribe for new episodes. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC, 900 Salem Street, Smithfield, Rhode Island,